most stress on the posterior condyle on the inside half, which is where some of your collapse is, right? From everything you've ever done.
Right.
From the early arthritic perspective, the main thing on the cells is preventing subchondral collapse, right? So lowering the inflammatory load in the knee is the best thing and the easiest thing that the cell can do to give that subchondral bone a chance. The goal is to kind of turn back the hands of time. That's probably a whole draw, and then splitting the other draw between your knees, right?
Okay.
Right. So that gives you the best bang for your buck from the cell perspective. So most draws, a lot of people back in the day, we do it from the posterior crest, but it's not as easy. It's not as safe. It just was the way we all did it because we didn't know. Everyone was more afraid of the anterior, but not for a good reason, just because no one had done it before. So we developed this catheter to make an anterior crest draw easier. We isolate the anterior crest with some local anesthetic between the skin and the periosteal membrane. So that area of the crest is covered with like a cellophane thin layer of tissue, and because of the little cracks around it, can leak underneath the periosteum. It causes pain because the leak of the cells underneath the periosteum causes what's called a subperiosteal hematoma, and that hurts. Just introducing a catheter through a round hole for the bone marrow draw. The key with the aspirate is if you avoid turbidity, you get higher cell count. Because I mobilize the tissue over top of it, when I let go of the tissue, it gets kind of like a fat Band-Aid because I move the tissue over, draw here, and then the tissue kind of cuts back over that hole. So it doesn't leak. It can't bleed underneath the periosteum. Gives access to really good flow. So here's our little skin hole. Here's the iliac crest. So when you do it, you put it up there. That way it just prevents bleeding and let that cover. The total volume of the iliac crest is only about 15 to 20 cc's.
I feel like I can drive.